I actually like that show. Weekend Report.
Yeah, Weekend Report.
I like it.
Ready?
I was watching it on Snapchat for a while. Can we sync with this? Can we sync with that?
I mean, you can. It's not as loud as you think, though.
Okay. To do it directly.
Oh no. I feel a musical coming along. This is the CodeO-cast. Filling your day with stories. But mostly memes though. And chaos. Memes that you won't believe. Not sponsored by Cheetahs. Hopefully we will be sponsored by the Cheetos. Here to entertain. It's the CodeO-cast. This is fun.
To do it directly.
You know Michael Che or Michael Cho on that one?
Yes.
He was on the first season of Fear Factor.
Was he?
He won.
Dude, I don't remember
He won the first season.
I just remember Fear Factor was always like something not that bad, then something gross with bugs, and then like an action stuff.
Got it.
Hi, welcome back to this train wreck of a podcast. Omar introduced this show.
Not like it's our channel, so.
Exactly.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CodeO-cast. Today's going to be a great episode. We have someone new on the podcast, but first let's get over with the introductions. My name is Omar, and I'm here with...
Codes.
Carlos.
And I'm David.
Flamingo version.
Flamingo. So what's up with the flamingo? Tell us about that.
So, I hate you two. I hate both of you. Okay, so what happened was a little bit of a mishap. I didn't buy enough bleach for my hair because I'm trying to go white, which I can now do because it's light enough for that.
Michael Jackson.
So what happened was my hair used to be red, and now because of the whole bleach thing, it's pink. But since my hair already grew out, the bottom part, like half of it was like my natural hair color, which is really dark brown. Half of it was red. So with the bleach, it now looks like a flamingo color.
Looks like candy. I want to chew in your hair.
Wait, what?
Can I chew in your hair?
What candy specifically, though?
Dude, I don't know, but it looks soft.
We
It
can't
looks like
say
those.
candy, that's
cotton
free
candy.
It
advertisement.
looks like those Laffy Taffy things, you know?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I feel, no,
yeah.
It doesn't
Mixed
look like a
Laffy
Laffy
Taffies?
Taffy, but it looks like it tastes like a Laffy Taffy, if that makes sense at all.
I get you.
Where is the joke on you? You know how they have the
My
little
life
jokes?
is a joke. What?
You know, the Laffy Taffy, they have the little jokes on the side that you can tell each
You're
other.
the
Oh,
joke.
I
that's
mean,
right,
my
that's
life
You're
is
the
a
cheesy
joke,
jokes.
so.
Oh.
I was gonna say it reminds me of cotton candy. Like that's the vibe
so
I'm
true.
getting.
Dude, you look like everything.
I
Just
wanna-
no matter what you look like.
All I know is I need to eat your hair. Like, I need to.
All right, get out the scissors.
Oh my God.
Let me chew your hair.
I feel like that's a conversation we can have after the camera stops.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know you haven't seen much of David, but this is our good friend of ours. David, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you guys for having me. This is pretty cool to be on here. Never been on a podcast before. I'm gonna keep looking into the camera every once in a while just because
Very good,
that's
very
what
good.
people are looking at. But no, man. I mean, I've known Carlos for a long time. Known Omar for a while. I met Cody a couple weeks ago, the first time, or like a couple month or two ago.
Just about.
Just about.
3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not the first time I've been to y'all's place. I've been here plenty of times before, and yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm happy. It's fun. This is it's already off to a good start. So.
Awesome. And so, just for the audience, sometimes what I like to do is I like to gauge who I'm going to have on the podcast. Usually we'll have the rotation of the guys just going in, backing out. But consistently we'll have this guy and myself. And it always helps to know who you're going to have on your show because you know what to talk about. Obviously, you don't want to have a bunch of gamers and you're talking about, like, elephants or something.
Gamers, am I right?
You don't want gamers talking about
Gamers.
economics. Gamers talking about economics. The last time that happened, well,
The last time I
Last
left.
time that happened, we got like a crap ton of views.
Yeah, that was when me and Matt were
Really?
on.
That was his birthday episode.
That was
Okay.
that was my birthday.
But since we have a good amount of gamers here, some good ranged, well-rounded gamers here, and a terrible one over here on the side of the table.
Yeah, you're pretty bad.
Yeah, I am pretty
You
bad.
are.
I've never
I'm
seen
pretty-
you play, so I can't make that.
You wouldn't want to.
Okay.
You
I
need to
can't
watch our
aim.
streams and
Okay.
see how bad he is.
Okay.
You can tune in for the streams on the link in the
Just to
description.
put it into context, this dude has played Cars for years. The video game Cars for years.
The
You know the
Disney
big,
I haven't
the
played it
Pixar
before.
movie Cars, the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
The
That's
Ka-chow
all he
Ka-chow?
plays.
Ka-chow?
The video game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Ka-cheer.
okay.
So
I've said this
he's played
before.
it for years. We played on the stream. I didn't play it like at all. I've never played it in my life.
Okay.
I kicked his In the first few playthroughs.
I'm assuming this is a racing game because I've never
It's a
played
racing game.
cars.
Yeah, it's a
So-
racing
It
game.
has
There,
races and mini games. And I
has
guess
story.
that's on almost all
there's like a
Okay.
mini story. Think of it, it's like Cars 1.5 because
Okay.
it tells a story
In
between the
between.
first one and the
Gotcha.
second. So it's
Is it
actually really
canon?
good.
It's so funny.
I would assume
I'll
so.
only play it if it's canon.
It's canon.
Ooh.
All right, guys. Next episode.
Next
No,
stream.
no filler arcs for
stream.
Carlos.
And so I
Let's
just
get
wanted
the
to talk
narcotics.
about the gaming setups that we've had throughout our lives. Because obviously, I mean, kids these days, they start off with super expensive gaming PCs, but that's not obviously what it existed
Oh,
or
God.
what was widely available back then. So I was just wondering, what was y'all's first gaming setup like as a kid?
My very first console was a GameCube
Mhm.
that I shared with my sister. My sister is much older than me. Sorry if that offended you. I don't know if you're watching this, but I love you. Anyway,
Just leave a nasty comment. It's fine.
just say you hate me.
Tear into it.
Don't spill all my worst secrets, please. I know you know a lot. Yeah, so I had a GameCube. That was my very first console. I was like 5 or 6, and my sister would play it constantly when I wasn't there. And I remember one day I tried to play it and it broke, and I was so sad because my first console broke. And my parents were like, "Oh yeah, your sister broke it." I was like, how dare. My sister denies it even to this day, but I know the truth.
Parents read it around.
Dude, I know, yeah. And so I didn't get another console till I got my Xbox, or my original Xbox, but I'll hold until then. I'll let someone else answer.
Yeah, my first gaming setup was a Super Nintendo.
Mm.
I'm a little bit older, as that might give it away. But I remember I had a Super Nintendo that was from my cousin that he gave to me. I think I was like, gosh, I must have been like 5 years
God.
old. I was super young.
Was
And
it
I
back
had
in the 80s?
early 90s.
I know.
Early 90s. And so I had 3 games. I had Mortal Kombat 2. I had Yoshi's Island. I still have Yoshi's Island in some form. I have the GameCube, not the GameCube, the GBA version of it. And then I had Primal Rage. And I remember Primal Rage specifically because I was really into dinosaurs as a kid.
Mhm.
And then
Primal Rage. Which one's that one?
it's an arcade. It's an arcade fighting. It's arcade dinosaur fighting. It's like, it looks like Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
You know, like the stop motion
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, yeah.
stuff, but with dinosaurs.
Oh,
That sounds
okay.
amazing.
It was a lot of fun.
I need to look
I've
that
gone
up.
back and played it a couple times.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard. I've played it a couple times on emulators and that kind of stuff, but it's not as good as I remember.
Mhm.
But I remember that one specifically because that was my favorite. But also, I don't know where my mom got it, but it had a sticker, like I'm pretty sure it was stolen or it was never returned to the rental place where it was
Okay.
from, Hollywood Video or whatever it was.
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster. That's what it was. Blockbusters.
Oh my god.
And I remember it had like a barcode
Yeah.
on it, and I never saw the box for it. And so but that one I remember specifically.
Mm.
That was my
intense.
That was my first game.
You just brought a Blockbuster.
Oh,
That's
dude.
wild.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit older, so
I know
Respect.
that this is straying off a bit, but have you guys seen? I think they still have like one solid Blockbuster still in existence,
Oh, yeah.
I think
and
there's only one left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
And
still
they-
going strong.
I don't even know if they're really doing business. I think it's just more for PR. I think what they did one time, it was like I think it was for an anniversary. They were like, come stay over at our last Blockbuster for like a night, and you'll have if you pay for the night, you'll have the free, I think it was 80s or 90s themed snacks, the
That's
80s,
cool.
90s themed movies, the
That's
whole
cool.
library of that
I would
era.
have done that. I would have gone to that.
That's cool.
honestly.
We missed out. I mean, I'm guessing because they only did for like a couple of nights, and people could rent it for.
We
different
should
nights.
open our own Blockbuster.
I remember
Yes.
seeing something like that, like a report on it or something, like our news article or report or something
Yeah.
on it. I remember seeing that, and that sounds really familiar. So.
If we open up our own Blockbuster, we need to go to the flea market and buy up all the bargain bins filled with old VHSs or old
Is
DVDs
this
that people
all
have there.
movies in
Gosh.
bad Spanish dubs?
Oh, I thought you meant the burnt
Where-
DVD.
where-
Yeah.
it's
The
just-
burned DVDs or the old VHSs,
Yeah,
like the bins
yeah.
of VHS.
Where are we even gonna find a VCR?
Bro, you want to watch
I
Kong
don't
vs.
even know.
Godzilla? I got it right here, like a week before launch.
It's like a cheap off-brand version of it.
They wrote it in marker, like all bad handwriting.
Dude, I call the job of sitting in the back just rewinding tapes because people didn't
Oh.
rewind them.
I remember those days. Those were the days.
I wonder how much people would get paid just to sit there and watch a movie in reverse.
I miss those orange VHS tapes.
Orange.
The one-
Oh,
yeah.
I had yellow
I
ones.
remember I had the
I
orange
remember
one for
those.
like Rugrats the movie.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
when they were like special
Dude, for
editions, so they would theme them.
Good
That was
times,
so
man.
good.
That's
Great
cool.
times.
I had a yellow one for like Bob the Builder. I think it was a purple one for
Dude,
Barney.
That's rare. You can get like
Yeah.
$1 million.
They're behind my TV back in my mom's place. I must scrounge through there and find the most expensive
Bro,
one.
put them on eBay. See if they're worth anything.
Barney the movie for
real.
$20K.
I mean, I feel like VHS tapes are gonna be rare at some point. And I feel
Yeah,
like
at some
anyone
point,
who has a
yeah.
major collection of them,
point.
you'll probably sell them for a good
Dude,
chunk of
for-
change.
Actually, this is a random memory, but I remember I watched Cowboy Bebop,
Mhm.
and there's one specific scene in there where they're on Mars and they go in this one shop because they find a VHS tape, and this is like the year 3000 or something, and so they find a VHS tape and they're trying to figure out what it is, right? Spoiler alert, by the way. And they go into this one shop, and he's like, this guy's like, it's like, he goes in there, he's like, can you believe they used to do this like tape? Like it's tape, bro. Like who does this? And he was just like, check this out, and he puts it into a VCR and it starts playing, and they're like, whoa! But to like, it was modern technology back then, right? But
Yeah.
to them, it's like ancient technology.
That's so funny.
I mean, at the rate that that technology and the internet goes now, that's ancient.
That's
Just-
also true.
DVDs are already not a thing anymore.
yeah, it's all about
And
Blu-ray.
I remember when DVDs were new, like
Yeah.
for my age.
Oh yeah.
Well, even then, not even Blu-ray. I mean streaming. Like DVDs alone aren't a thing anymore. Everybody streams now.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Give it another year or two, no one's gonna be selling DVDs.
Yeah, I think a lot of like PCs and stuff don't even come with DVD drives or
They don't.
drives or
come with
anything.
the-
They
they
just
don't come
don't.
with
They
the-
just don't come unless it's like a business one, like for
Yeah.
work, like at a office somewhere.
Well, who would buy that for as a personal one though?
No, I don't. I mean, somebody who just wants to use Word.
Yeah,
or
when I was
something.
working at the non-branded call center, we had those disk drive PCs, and I would sit there all day pressing the button, popping it out, pushing it back in, because I
Was it-
never got to do that.
Was it the old Dells or the HPs?
It was the old Dells.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, the ones that they have at school.
Dude, yeah. It sucks though because the Xbox department in this unbranded call center
Yeah.
had actual PCs, and they even had Xboxes next to them.
Bruh.
They were lucky. And dude, we don't know where they went. I remember they shut down the Xbox department like a month after I switched to Spectrum, and I just saw them carrying out box loads of Xbox Ones out, and they took them somewhere. We don't know where they went, but they literally had like crate loads of Xbox Ones. They were just carrying them out.
They probably went to the blue gun.
Dude, that's genius. Actually, I wonder. Yeah.
Dude, when you brought up the old Dell computers, you just like made a memory click. In
Core
my head.
memory. Put up the meme from that one movie. Here, here, and here.
I don't know what you're referencing, but I
don't
think
know
I'll have
either.
to
I'll
look
tell you
at it.
later.
From Inside Out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Core memory.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anyway.
Here, here, and here.
Here and here and
I
here.
never saw that movie, but sure.
You're just gonna put no
I
in.
haven't seen
It's
that
a great
one.
movie.
He's just gonna put no, and no. But
Uh,
anyways, the memory you unlocked is actually good because it transitions back to his question from earlier, like our first gaming setups. So, I was like around like maybe 2 or 3 years old. Yeah, I was a gamer since back then, ladies and gentlemen. But
More like
what
a
we
loser.
had
I'm
was like
sorry.
this really old HP, like the dinosaur computers, right?
Mm.
The ones that are like bulky as hell. So we had those, and I would just play this one platformer where it's like this little yellow stick man, and he just goes up and up and up. Like it had like the graphics of like the Snake game from like back
Oh
then.
god.
Yeah.
Okay.
It had that kind of graphics.
Did anyone
Jeez.
have Snake on their phone though?
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah,
that's the
definitely.
good time.
I had Snake on
Definitely.
my flip phone,
Yeah, I had a flip
and I
phone
would just
too.
sit there for hours and just.
Just sent me back to high school.
Dude.
I got my first flip phone in middle school.
So did I.
Actually, that was my first phone, and I remember I had this parachute game on there.
Mhm.
There's a guy who jumped off a plane, and he was parachuting. He had to angle it and get him on a target.
Oh, I think I know which one
Yeah,
it is.
I used to play that game for hours.
Dude, I was that one idiot kid that would accidentally buy a whole bunch of games on a flip phone. I was like, this is so cool. And then they told me, delete it. I'm like, wait, what?
Getting viruses because you want all those ringtones.
I didn't
Oh,
even
man.
know how to buy games. I just stuck with the ones that came with the phone, so
Like,
I just did it.
I legit just chose a game and I didn't even know if it cost money, and I just want to play it.
Oh.
Okay, I'm probably gonna sound like a loser, but did anyone else have their parents play a specific song in the car so they record it with their phone and have that be their ringtone?
Oh my god, I hate you.
You keep bringing up embarrassing memories, man.
I found my
No,
when I went back home, I found my old phone, like it was half touch and half press buttons.
Oh, yeah.
So
I know
I
exactly.
went into the music, and it's all just music that I push up against the speaker to record to have my ringtone.
No, there would be music on like TV shows that I wanted as my ringtone, so I'd walk up to the TV and then literally just like record it. Cause I was that one kid that watched MTV like early in the morning before school.
Yeah, me too. I
Back when
did.
they
Yeah.
had, like the music videos. So I would
Yeah,
just
I did the
go
same
and
thing.
record, and I would have that as my ringtone.
Jeez.
No, and the funny thing was my first phone was a flip phone, and it was like a flip phone MP3 hybrid.
Okay.
So it's like a black and silver flip phone, and then once you flip it, it shows you the time, and right under it's like a ring. That's the speaker, and then there's like a play button, a stop button, and like a next button.
Someone's cool.
It was lit, dude.
I remember being at my
You would've
friend's
liked it. It was
place,
black and
and they had like this big speaker set up, and I don't have my stupid flip phone. They're recording. I'd be like, "Hey, shut up! I'm recording." And then I'd hear someone talk, and I'd be like, "Man, come on, man, stop talking."
Would that come out on the recording?
Yes, it would, and I get mad every time. It's like a culture thing now.
Speaking of
In-
recording stuff, I remember one time I had a VHS. I had a blank VHS.
Yeah.
And I wanted to watch Jurassic Park because they've been showing it on like TV, and I didn't have like a VHS of the first one, and so I recorded it like during the I was recording it on the VCR, and then when the commercial hit, I would pause it, and then I watched it back after I was done, and it was horrible. Like it was like it would get like 30 seconds into the commercial before it would cut to just like 10 seconds into the movie again. It was
That's
pretty bad.
amazing.
It
Oh,
was
because
really
like
bad.
of the delay of the.
Yeah, the delay of like the start and the pause and it was really bad.
That is
And,
so funny.
I mean, I was able to watch it technically,
Yeah.
but I was missing like small
Certain
chunks here and
moments.
there,
oh
yeah,
my
and so,
god.
And
And
that's-
they still have it somewhere actually. I think.
And I think that's what channels do naturally. Like they'll cut pieces of the movie to fit into the time slot,
Yeah.
even though
Yeah.
like the movie's supposed to be longer. It's like
yeah.
you only have a 2-hour time slot. We're gonna cut in like pieces here and there to
Well,
keep it there.
Mine was a chopped version of a chopped version, so it was double chopped.
I wonder how they do it when they stream Avatar, the Blue Alien one. It's like 3 hours long.
I don't know.
Or what else? What's his name? King Kong, the original one.
I never saw
Not the black and white, but the one that came out into.
Oh
2005?
Yeah, the one that
Peter
came out
Jackson
to
one, Peter
yeah, that
Jackson
one.
one.
Jackson.
Or Titanic. It's like how much do they have to cut down that one to fit into those time slots?
Jeez.
As long as they don't cut Jack drifting off, like that's the best part of the movie. I mean, not the best part, but that's the important part of
Yeah.
the movie. So
Yeah.
as long as that's the money shot. So.
Dude, how funny would it be if like you're watching that scene and she's holding Jack and he's trying to go in the river, and then do you have trouble getting an erection? It's just like a commercial just pops up like I don't
Oh
know.
my god.
SpongeBob's coming up next. And the bottom. He's just
SpongeBob,
laughing.
he's like, he's dying.
While he's just slipping down, it's just
Jack,
SpongeBob on
and
the bottom.
SpongeBob just-
SpongeBob is laughing at him like.
My gosh.
Oh,
It's
dude.
amazing.
yeah.
If we're bringing up old memories, anybody here remember almost getting a virus on your computer because you tried to download music from LimeWire?
I didn't even have a computer when I was younger. I got my first laptop, I guess, not a computer. My first laptop till I was like in high school.
I didn't get my first
Or, like-
computer until I was in high school too.
Yeah.
Like not exactly LimeWire, but like the music like pirating sites.
I remember LimeWire. I never used it, but I also remember Napster, and Napster was even older than LimeWire. So
Oh wow.
I did more music pirating on my phone. Like I would download, and I did this more in high school because they didn't want to pay for streaming services, or my parents just didn't have the money for
Yeah.
that. So I would download these apps. Where it was like free music, whatever downloads, and the funniest part was like you would search up a song and there would be like 50 versions of it,
Oh,
which
yeah.
were pretty good.
Dude.
Like there was nothing wrong with them, but the names were just outrageous. It's like bracket,
Oh,
recording,
yeah.
bracket, the
don't
song
even know
name.
what it is.
It's like
Yeah.
so you had to. In order to pick a song you wanted to listen to, you had to shift through all the weird names
Oh.
until you found the one you actually
Dude,
wanted to
that's
listen
pretty
to.
funny.
No, and it was even funnier for me in high school because the main like music pirating site that I got it from was a Russian website.
Oh no.
I was like, all right.
could you even read it? Or-
No, but it showed like the search bar. It just says search, like in English.
Oh, in English,
thing. And then the only other
Search misspelled.
like the only other thing.
SIRH.
Search.
No,
Search.
It was spelled correctly, but the only other things that weren't in Russian were the actual song titles.
Okay.
Okay.
But everything else on the site was Russian.
So it was
I was like,
usable. it was
alright,
usable.
it was-
That's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
I think with some phones you could go back and like change the name, but the ones in the early days I don't think you
I
could.
don't
It's
remember
just
being able
the
to do
file
that.
and what it was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh gosh.
I think the cringiest thing that I ever recorded with something that old is my mom got me a DSi Lite or an XL. No, just one of the first DS XLs. And it was the maroon one, and the DSIs, they have this little record feature where you can record stuff and just they pitches it up, pitches
I
it
remember
down.
that. I remember that.
You
Did
can
you
slow it
record
down.
yourself?
No, I went to summer school, and the last few days of summer school, it was to get credit for like speech class or whatever. Health, it was health, and the last 2 days of that course, you could do whatever you want and watch movies, play games. And so these guys, they brought over Call of Duty and they put it on the projector and they were just playing. And
awesome.
of course, they just had the speaker just going full blast. And I was like, what would be cool if I could prank people, like playing a shooting noise at random places, random moments. And so I grabbed the DSi and I put up against and you can hear me with my middle school voice going shoot, and then you just hear.
Oh my god, you loser!
Yeah, and I never did anything with it. It's just there.
That's
just like
pretty funny.
dig up an old recording from that DS XL. Omar just like, all right, guys, I'm in my bathroom now. It's
Trying to take a selfie.
Trying to vlog.
I think it could only take pictures. I don't even. Could it record? I don't think. I think it
If you
just
can
didn't
record
record.
yourself, you can take pictures on it.
I remember I took.
But I don't know if it did both though. I know it took pictures, but did it record? I don't remember recording.
I don't think it took
pictures.
video.
No, it only took
It
pictures.
took pictures.
Ah.
Yeah.
It only took
Y'all are
pictures.
talking about stuff I've never even heard of.
I remember that little app you were talking about. The
Yeah.
picture. There was a little bird in there.
Yeah, it
too.
was a
You
little
could,
bird
like,
that
move
told
him
you.
around
Then
and
it had
stuff,
the effects of a robot, or like change
yeah.
or the fan where it's like and
Yeah,
it
it was like a
jumps
choppy
it on
kinda
you.
thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's because you're a Nintendo boy. You're not a Nintendo boy. My bad. You never were a Nintendo
You
boy.
squeeze me?
Because you
Bro,
you
this is,
had
like,
a
insulted right
How
now by
dare
you.
because you had a Game Boy. That's as far as you got.
That's
But then you
far
started
as I
off with Xbox.
Yeah, I had an Xbox and I had a PS2, and then I just went from there. But like I was not a good gamer or knowledgeable gamer at anything. Like all I ever had was an Xbox, and I just played Halo. And I never had a laptop. I never had a PC. I literally never I didn't have internet in my home until I was in high school. And so I was literally internet useless for most of my life. I knew
Isolated.
nothing. Yeah, no, internet isolated. I knew nothing of the internet. All I knew was like cable. that was it. So like all this stuff you're talking about, no clue. Nothing goes in.
Yeah. But what was like, what's it called? Well, I mean, we talk about the old stuff, but what's the gaming setup that you're proud of now? Like what's one that you had like either in high school or now that you're proud of?
I just have an Xbox with like a speaker.
You just don't have an Xbox. You have more than that.
Wait, you do have more than that.
Okay,
You just blow my ears off.
I have two. Yeah, I have two consoles with like a stereo system, but y'all have two PCs in your room with like freaking 30
You don't have
monitors.
You don't have
Not
one.
yet.
Dang,
Nice.
so,
Oh,
yeah.
dang.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I saw your setup. Your setup's freaking sweet too.
I am very.
How
proud
is
of,
yours?
I am very proud of my current setup. I built it myself.
Ooh.
I did a lot of research,
Uh huh.
but I built it myself.
The PC?
The PC. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I picked all the parts. Well, I didn't pick every single part. I started with a suggested list,
Mm-hmm.
and then I kind of mixed and matched a little bit. But yeah, my current setup, I am running a PC. It
Mhm.
is I have an RX 580 currently
Mm.
in there, and it serves me just well. It's a couple years older. I think it's like about 4 years old now, but everything I've asked it to do, it's done just fine except for Red Dead.
Red Dead.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's
Well,
a
I
big
had to
game.
put it at 1080.
Okay.
And so that was what I'm proud of. And then I just upgraded it actually twice. I got a bigger power supply.
Mm.
I went from 500 watts to 650 watts, and then I jumped the RAM from 8 to 16.
If you were to like put a price on that, how much was all that?
Initially, I spent about $800
Okay.
on the whole thing, but like with the small upgrades that I've done, I've added a couple fans. I probably cracked 1,000 range on it. Not all at once, but
Yeah.
slow incremental stuff. But yeah, it's red and black actually. I have pictures.
Nice.
I can send you some pictures.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We'll throw it up.
Put it here, here, here.
Yeah.
I know. For me, I did what everyone online says not to do, buy a pre-build, which I did. I mean,
Okay.
but I don't care. We needed it for like editing and stuff, and none of the potato laptops were gonna be able to handle.
Yeah,
not even Premiere Pro.
Yeah, you need a card and you need a chunky processor. So
Dude, that pre-built that I'm gonna get on
Yeah.
the website, you can actually customize the parts that are in it. So they assemble it for you, but you choose the parts itself.
Ah,
It's
okay.
actually
I
pretty
think right now though, like in the state of like PC gaming,
Yeah.
due to like the pandemic and stuff, I think the best option right now to like get a PC is to actually buy a pre-built.
I mean,
Because GPUs are insanely expensive right now.
they are. I mean, what was it? It was there's a shortage, right? It's
yeah,
like
there's
Put
it's
the
a
meme of all
shortage,
the math
so
stuff
it's
in my
like
head. 'Cause I don't
the
know what
virus.
any was going on at all.
you will. I mean, you have to. This is why you should talk to David. Is like get knowledgeable on this stuff because you're gonna get one eventually.
Well, he doesn't like to talk to me anymore.
we just started talking today, so
We just started talking.
he's been in my DMs
I
a lot.
knew it!
He's sliding in there.
slanted.
What do you want out of one? Like what do you want out of yours?
I just want to run Doom 64. That's all can I do that? Like, do PCs
Just bust
do this?
out the Dell one, the old. Well,
Hey, let me get you a toaster. Then.
I want the 3 monitors so I can play Minecraft with the mod.
Oh.
just get the
$1,000 gaming
curved
PC.
one.
Get
Get the big curved
I
one.
want to play
that goes all
PUBG and get wrecked by a kid in freaking Norway or something.
around. You don't even understand what you're saying. You're just like, but dank, you beat me up.
I saw this one meme, and it was like, oh, when you build a $1,000 gaming PC just to get fragged by a smart fridge user.
Yeah.
Samsung smart fridge
Samsung
user.
smart fridge just got the frag. It's just like, oh man.
What?
So a while back,
As the Chinese letters.
after that dinosaur computer that my grandparents had, because at the time we were living with my grandparents.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna get a newer computer, and he gets like a newer tower and a newer monitor, but it's the same build. It's like the dinosaur build type of computer.
Okay.
So it's black, and he still has it to this day, and it still runs Gateway.
Wow.
Wait, what's Gateway?
What's Gateway?
It's an old operating system, Windows Gateway. It was, or like
No, it was a hardware manufacturer.
Oh.
Gateway was an old hardware manufacturer. I don't think they're around anymore.
they're not around anymore. But that thing still runs like the old Microsoft operating system.
Probably like Windows
way
98 or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one.
Just put more like math symbols. I mean, I don't even get that.
Jeez.
No, it still runs old Windows 98 on there, and it's funny, dude.
I mean, for you, as long as it runs Skyrim, you're happy.
Dude, I just want to play Skyrim with mods. Like, can I be Macho Man Randy Savage with like
You want to add Thomas the Tank?
I want Thomas. You did that too well, and I'm concerned.
Slim Jim has a sword.
Backstab someone with a Slim Jim. Just
Not sponsored by Slim Jim.
Although, if you would like to, you can contact us on our
Please
business
sponsor
account.
us. Contact us at this email.
put it here, here, and here,
And here, here, and here.
You know,
and here.
And here.
You know what?
It's flying towards his
And
face.
here.
it's not even in the shot.
You're welcome. I helped you.
You're lucky you can get these edited in like a few hours.
With the misspellings and everything.
Okay, I have.
No. And then when we're like, okay, we can add a picture right here so you guys know what we're talking about, and there's no picture there.
Oh God.
Listen, okay, I will give you that. I don't know why, but I have a lot of problems with misspelling stuff sometimes. Like, there's times where I'm just okay, but when it comes to like writing stuff down or like the computer stuff, sometimes I just misspell things, and it's not because I just blank out on the word. I'm just typing fast, so sometimes there's an extra P or a missing letter or just a,
Dang, someone doesn't proofread.
No, I totally get you, bro. I got so reliant on Microsoft Word and like the spell check and all that stuff that when I was doing homework last week during the whole freeze stuff, once we got power back, right? I was doing it on my PC, on my gaming PC, but I don't have Microsoft Office installed. I just have WordPad, and it's sort of Microsoft Word. It just doesn't have the spell check functions and all the functionalities. And so like I was doing a discussion for like Blackboard stuff, and so I was in there and I was typing it out. And I went back and read it, and I was like, I don't know how to type anymore, man. Like, what the heck happened?
I'm so used to
like,
getting fixed.
I had like multiple E's and I's in different spots. And then I double checked it, and then I posted it, and then I looked at it the next day. I was like, did anybody respond? And I found another one, and I was just like, dude, I have another misspelling in here.
That's
like I thought I
rough,
had double checked
buddy.
it. And I was like, so I get that, man.
It happens to me too. There's been times where so Premiere Pro doesn't have the misspell check. And so what I do is like if there's because I type fast, not too fast. I can do around like 20 some words a minute, which is not impressive, but it's more than most. And so since there's no misspell check, I'll be like, man, I don't remember how to misspell this word. So open up Google Chrome and type it in on the search bar, and if it marks it as misspelled, I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Sometimes
God.
I don't even know how to spell the word, sort of.
Yeah.
And so I'll just get on I'll just activate this and be like, hey, how do you spell this? And be like, oh, this is how you spell it, and it's like O-O-O-Z or whatever. Like it spells it like it puts the letter and then a dash and then the other letter and it spells it out for you like I'm an idiot. And so it makes me feel a little dumb sometimes. But
I think the funniest part of my misspellings is that so the show's called the CodeO-cast, right? And so since the beginning, the correct spelling is code and O and then the dash. Cast, right?
Wait,
Okay.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I messed it up and told him no, it's CodeO-cast.
So there, if you go
Okay.
back to some of the episodes, you'll see random
The
versions. So
deleted episodes, you mean?
no, but there's some still like up on the page from when we restarted the series,
Oh,
where
yeah,
it's
we
like
revamped.
so the first one's couple 3 will be like code big letter O dash cast, and then
Okay.
there's others where it's CodeO-cast.
Okay,
And so that's
there's 2
that's
versions basically.
yeah, there's kind of 2
Okay.
versions of it. So like even if you still look it up on YouTube, it'll pop up. But I think it's more my fault. I think I'll take the blame for it because I misspell stuff more often.
See, fans, it's your huge demand for content right away that's making him dyslexic.
Yeah, all
He needs
6
a
of you,
break.
we really appreciate it.
Oh no, dude! I'm really appreciative of like the following that you've made in Discord, especially like when you did all your TikTok fans. Bring your TikTok fans.
I
But-
try.
but
I try. I'm actually gaining more and more every day, and I always plug in the freaking YouTube channel whenever I can.
yeah, no,
always-
I believe you're
and
doing the
then-
work.
No, and then okay, for you viewers out there, get this. Every single time I do a video, it gets good views. But whenever I mention the YouTube channel on there, it does poorly.
It tanks.
Absolutely poorly. Like I normally get like maybe 1,000 to 2,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
But on anything where I'm just talking about the channel or saying, hey guys, go check out this video, the max I get is like 60, 70 views.
Dang.
That's
I'm
crazy.
like, are you kidding me?
Wonder what's going on there.
I don't know. I mean, because the videos that I put out to promote the episodes, like the day they come out, the one that I put out last week had 500 views, and the one that I put out today already has 200.
Exactly.
So-
Is this on
And
like,
here's the thing.
Discord or
This is on
this
TikTok.
Okay.
So, but
And here's the thing, on TikTok, as of last night, I now have like 21,000 followers on
Okay.
there. So to get
So-
64 views, that means it's
Yeah.
awful.
Okay,
Yeah.
But then
yeah.
again, a lot of my content has been shadow banned for like so long at this point.
I don't know what shadow ban
So
means.
shadow.
So shadow ban is basically when they, like you're not banned on there, but they hide your content without telling you. So
Ah.
you know you're shadow banned when you're supposed to be getting like a certain amount of views, and you're getting like way
less than that. Okay.
So like people who have like 200,000 followers getting only 1,000 views,
Okay.
or people with 20,000 like me only getting like 100 and something views.
Okay. That
That's
makes
shadow
sense.
banning.
You hear that, TikTok? We're coming for you.
We're coming for you.
What I was saying is I'm really appreciative of his loyal fans because
Okay.
he's had some very dedicated fans that made a Discord for him. And
Okay.
they made
Yeah.
there's about like almost 20 people on there that are really dedicated like to his
Wow,
content and all that.
okay.
And no, now they
That's-
become friends of ours,
Yeah.
and we have one follower who she pumps out every episode.
Super fan.
She's a super fan. Like every episode that we put out, she immediately links it to the Discord, and from then they
Wow.
start spreading it
Yeah.
out.
That's pretty
Like
cool.
that's
Then-
a community you guys then, yeah.
And then the thing is, the whole way that Discord got started is because I was live streaming one time on TikTok, and I was telling him that eventually what I wanted to do was make like a community Discord for my fans.
Okay.
And then that's how that happened.
Cool.
We don't have a lot of people on there. Like slowly, we're getting more and more people now,
Mhm.
just because they're friends of the other people who were originally involved in the Discord.
Okay.
But we're growing and growing, and now every time we post an episode, like even if it was just a vlog, like the vlog that we uploaded,
Yeah, we
Um,
did a little vlog where me
even
and him
then,
go for a
like,
snack run.
every video that we upload, we put on there.
Cool.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
so it's
And
been,
then they-
it's
I
been
mean,
in
that's how it
turn-
starts, man. I mean, just a core group of people, and then
And then they in
get the
turn
community
show
grow.
other people, and then
Yeah.
those people show other people too.
yeah.
That's
Not bad.
Guys, this man is the G when it comes to marketing.
It's just Facebook.
You've been doing great. I
I
mean,
put on
You've been
Facebook.
doing great, honestly. You got us a lot of views.
I put it on Facebook. So it really wasn't much.
it's
I
like
don't know how much I'll help you out because I don't currently.
Nah, it's
have,
okay.
Your face alone is already radiating views. I can feel it.
You're
Look at
famous,
that.
man.
Look at that
you're
chiseled
looking
jaw.
like that.
Uh,
Look at that,
I'm a little
look at that
uncomfortable.
mustache.
Nah, but even then, I will give it to you. Facebook. I mean, they really know how to put stuff out there, and it's just a big brand. But although what is funny is when
They don't shadow ban you.
You Facebook followers, I appreciate you. We're gonna put your name. No, I'm just kidding.
no, it was funny because
All Facebook followers' names will be right here listed, going up like the
What?
Star Wars
No,
intro
what?
credits.
just do it real fast.
No.
Just speed it up.
there, it's gone.
quick shout out to Mike Harrington, one of my best friends in Arkansas. You've commented on the last 2 or 3 videos. You're awesome, buddy. I love you and miss you. Hopefully we can see each other soon.
But yeah, there was happened a lot like this past year where companies started getting concerned of their PR because so let's say you throw up a video on YouTube, right? And you're getting a certain amount of views, let's say maybe like 2,000. You're getting 2,000 views on YouTube. Throw it up on Facebook, you'll get millions. And the whole reason for that is that the way Facebook counts views. So let's say YouTube, to count it as a view, you at least got to watch like the first couple seconds, at least get to like
Certain
not even
point in the
halfway. Get a
video,
certain
yeah.
point, and it'll be okay. This is a view. This viewer will at least watch some of it. View.
Right.
Facebook, it's like, oh, you scrolled past it. View.
That doesn't count.
So like, let's say like all those ads that you get, like the video game ads, the those random like 5-minute crafts ads. It's like you scroll by it. It's a view. Even if you didn't even take a second glance at it, it's counted as a view.
Is that like a default setting or something that they do? Because I know on Reddit, you can change that. Like
I'm not on Reddit.
Change what exactly?
like when Reddit by default, when you scroll past the video, it'll start autoplaying,
Okay.
but it'll be muted.
Okay.
And so I don't know if that counts as a view or not. Now that I'm thinking about it, but I changed it to where it's muted and it doesn't start playing until I touch it. Until I ask it to do that, because sometimes it'll start playing. And I'll scroll past it, and then something will happen. Like, wait, let me go
Should
back.
probably check a setting there.
Yeah,
Is that the same thing
it
with
might be a
iFunny?
setting. It might be a setting deep in there
Well,
somewhere. But that's just Reddit. though, so they might be
iFunny is
something.
like TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
so it doesn't really matter for views. It just kind of records likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
That's kind of what counts
Mm-hmm.
as. We mentioned iFunny. Don't talk about iFunny, freaking losers. It just kind of records your likes and dislikes. It doesn't record views.
But
Why can't we talk about iFunny?
We have Reddit.
It's a
we
stupid
have
rule that the
Facebook.
new iFunniers who came on made that you can't talk about iFunny. It's the cringiest, stupidest thing I've ever
Is
heard.
it the comedy police?
No, it's the stupid iFunny people that are like basically the old iFunny people are stupid idiots, and the new iFunny people are cringe losers. And the new iFunny people are like, oh, you can't talk about iFunny, and
Interesting.
yeah, it's really stupid.
that's really weird.
Right, Jesus?
We have people from almost every almost every meme community. We have Reddit. We have iFunny. What's your community from?
I don't got any. I only have a Facebook.
He's a TikToker.
Uh,
Well, you're the TikToker.
You're
I'm
the
a
TikToker.
TikToker.
I don't post anything. I only do promotional content.
You just lurk.
Yeah, I just lurk. Yeah, because what was it?
He's just in the background with a bush, like.
I'm here.
Hey, post it, man. What's going on?
He's for 4chan.
Oh.
Fortune.
I'm going to give you some Doge later.
No.
Dude, I'm so mad, dude. I should have
Fortune
sold.
user.
No! Oh my god, you put it like
I
$5!
lost like $9, dude.
It's
I
gonna
had plus 10.
Did you sell? Did you sell?
No, I didn't.
Good. Hold. We're
There's
going
no.
to
I'm just gonna lose money if
David,
I sell it right
we're
now.
going to the moon.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
That remains to be seen.
Dude, we're going to the moon. Just
What
trust.
happened with Doge? What?
It stabilized at 5 cents.
Okay.
Which is okay. Because now that it's stabilized, it has a new minimum. And it's going to rise up.
You know what, that's
very
true.
soon. Yeah, see?
I don't know stonks, man. I'm sorry.
I don't know stonks either. I'm just
Stonks.
saying stuff that I read off an article.
Insert
You sound like you
stonks
know what you're
meme.
talking
I don't know what I'm talking about at all.
Yeah, no. Good. With what I was saying with like the Facebook thing is like corporations started getting. I don't know if it was. Yeah, corporations started getting like in trouble with lying in PR because it would only submit their Facebook view counts. They wouldn't submit their YouTube view counts or like their social media. So like Facebook, you like look at this. You should make a brand deal with us because we make millions of views
Okay.
and views. We attract
Promotional
so
stuff.
much people, and it's like no, not really. Because if you go look at their Instagram, all that kind of stuff, it's like a couple thousand, few people.
The actual views.
Yeah,
The
so it's
actual
like
views that watched it.
The thousands of dollars that corporations were giving to these people or influencers were not even worth it since, they weren't even
It's
getting
like
that
a-
much traction.
It's not a real. It's not a full view. It's a half view or something.
So how much money have you been making lately on stocks?
Well, lately it's stabilized, so I haven't made any money.
Yeah.
Right now I've lost $20, but that's fine. That's okay because I made $400 like a month ago.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm really not worried about it.
You're still at a net positive.
Yeah. So I initially thought it was going to stabilize at 7 or 8 cents.
Okay.
So at 7 cents, I sold $200 worth, and I kept 200 in, and then I put back in like another 100. So I kept 100 for myself. But that 100 has dipped because it went down to 5 cents. It's like at 4.9. So right now I'm in the red by like $20, but that's
Okay.
fine because it's gonna go up eventually. If it ever hits like $1, that would be amazing. I've heard people say that it's gonna hit $1 by the end of this year.
If it's $1, that's like
Yeah.
the people are gonna made.
Yeah, dude, I would have a nice little chunk of change.
Yeah.
Now I need the math meme right here. I don't know what to say.
Dude, if
From what Dave said, I
Dogecoin-
got a little hint of it. So
if Dogecoin ever, for any reason, gets up to Bitcoin standards,
Oh,
I will be a millionaire.
dude, Bitcoin.
I will literally be a millionaire.
The last time I checked, one Bitcoin is worth like $43,000.
It's worth $50,000 now.
50 now.
It went up
Okay.
to 50.
Jeez.
Elon Musk invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin about a couple weeks
You
ago.
drove the price up.
It went from 33,000 to 43,000 overnight because he invested $1.5 billion.
God.
well, he's got the pocket change to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He put it all in. He's over here like crypto's the future, and he even He put it on, I think he put it on his Twitter as background profile. He put another cryptocurrency called, it starts with a C. I forgot what it was called. Capado or
I don't know what it's called, but I know why he did that. I remember I saw an article about this. Is because he did that because eventually he wants to take payment for like Tesla stuff in Bitcoin or in cryptocurrency.
That's right. Yeah.
That's why he invested in it. That's why he did it.
Yeah. He's advertising that one. I forgot what the name of it was, but it starts with a C. But he's advertising that crypto now. So if crypto just keeps rising, dude, that'd be amazing.
So like if so, let's get into that. So where he says that crypto is the future, like how would that work? Would it just be a card that has that balance of like say Dogecoin? So it's like we're not dealing with like physical money anymore or like bank accounts. You just have your crypto. Would I have to have like a Dogecoin
That's
card
what people
to do
are
that?
trying to do now, because I saw an advertisement recently about, I don't know if y'all have seen those advertisements,
Which
but
one?
there's crypto.
I saw crypto cards.
There's
yeah,
crypto
I saw
cards
that,
now.
yeah.
Okay.
I saw
There's
an
advertisements
yeah.
coming on where you use that card to invest, spend, and sell.
Okay.
And all of the activity goes in those cards.
Mhm.
That's like a brand new thing. I don't know how it works. I don't even want to touch it because that worries me.
Yeah, I don't know how well. I think maybe it's backed by crypto.
No
But
clue.
I don't know.
But I do know that Elon is probably trying to, because Bitcoin started off as like an underground market, like illegal type of thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And now it's actually worth value.
It holds enough water to be
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know I don't know anything about that stuff. That's way above my head. I don't know if you got anything for
You
that.
probably said more than I could about it. I don't know much about it.
Because that's what I'm kind of thinking of. Like, if if we were to head for just strictly crypto as a future, is like, would you have to have like 5 different crypto cards that you're investing in? It's like, all right, this one has good amount, stick that in.
I think this is what I know about money is like our paper money.
Yeah.
Doesn't actually mean anything.
Well, no, because we're not doing a gold basing.
Yeah, it used to be that.
Yeah.
It used to be like nuggets of
it
this or
stopped
nuggets
doing
of
that a long
that,
time
and then they
ago.
started putting that into the coin itself and based off percentage and all that stuff. I don't know. That's all I know.
I mean, technically they're notes now, and the notes
Yeah.
are worthless.
The notes themselves are worthless, but what they represent
Are worthless. It doesn't represent anything. It's we have a loan. Like if you have $1,000 in your bank account, that's $1,000 loan because it's not backed by anything. So when you buy something at the grocery store, you're saying, "Hey, here's my loan to you for these bag of chips," or something like that. It's really weird. Like it's really
So
complicated.
you're telling
but
me that I didn't actually buy those Cheetos?
everything's backed by nothing. They traded you something that's worth nothing. That's backed by nothing. It's all loan. It's really hard to explain, but it's just like.
Are you in the Wall Street bets?
No, I'm just a conspiracy theorist who
Okay.
knows literally nothing. But everything's literally just kind of a IOU, basically. All of our legal tender is an IOU that has no
Very
meaning
far
whatsoever.
removed.
Yes,
Huh.
basically that's what our cash money is now.
We're
I
so
mean-
far removed from the actual substance.
Yeah.
that it's Interesting.
Don't ask me how it works. Don't ask me why it works. I just know that that's kind of the state we're in.
When you said the IOU, it kind of made me think of like kind of like Victorian era or medieval time places where it was not a lot of gold. If you didn't have the money to pay for something, you would trade in as like, hey, I have this horse. Can I have some food?
They're getting back to bartering.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff,
like we're basically like,
Yeah.
I got like a good sword. Can I get anything for this?
Dude,
It's-
for real.
I have 3
I have
chickens
some.
and a bag of oranges.
If we ever get to the point where we start bartering, I mean, I have some shoes that are okay.
I feel like
mean,
maybe if society fell apart on some
Yeah.
level,
Dude, we're gonna go full on, start paying in bottle caps.
maybe
Oh,
something
God.
like that, like something arbitrary. But
but
I
that's
feel
actually a
like,
good
yeah.
example of kind of what it's like. It's
Yeah,
like
basically, yeah. it's the
bottle
same
caps
thing.
are worthless,
But
but
we
we
place
put
that,
we
yeah.
put meaning. That's what our
Then
dollar
we-
bill
yeah.
is. But they're not backed by anything. It's just a
Just a
thing.
bottle cap.
Yeah, it's just a bottle cap. which is
But
really weird.
how would it work in that game? Is like different kinds of bottle caps were worth different money, or was just the amount that you had?
I don't know. I never played Fallout.
Amount.
Well, the amount. Okay.
I've never actually played Fallout. I know I'm probably gonna get my gamer card revoked for that one. I've never actually played Fallout. So
I don't
Never
even have a
played it,
gamer
but
card
I-
to begin with, so it's okay.
okay.
I've never played it, but I know enough about it to at least
Okay.
know that.
You know, it's funny. You dip your toe so much in every fandom that people could be talking about an anime they know very well, and you know about it, and you're like, "Oh, I haven't seen it. I just know too much
Like
about
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure,
Yeah.
I know a lot about that anime, but I've never seen it.
it." Mm.
I tried to watch it. It was difficult for
The
me to watch
first,
it.
the first season is rough.
I tried it both ways, and it was still difficult.
I watched
to me.
halfway through the second season and I liked it.
See,
but
the
I
main,
stopped
the main
watching
reason
it.
why I want to watch it in subbed is just because of the bad English they have in the subbed version.
I feel like it'd probably be easier to follow if it was subbed, or if it was dubbed better, I guess it'd probably be easier to follow.
A lot of
some
animes
English
are like that actually.
There's some-
Sometimes the dubbing is really bad.
Yeah, and there's some English dubs that are like really good.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z's alright. Dragon Ball Z, I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Well, what have you seen that it's good dubbing?
Good dubs and Cowboy Bebop immediately.
Cowboy
is like the
Bebop?
first
Oh,
thing
yeah,
that comes to my head.
definitely.
What else is really
If we're
good
talking
dub?
about, if we're gonna mention anything about bad dubs, I will say Ghost Stories, the official dub of Ghost Stories.
I have no idea.
I want all of you to check that out. It's so bad, it's funny.
I haven't
It's,
seen
I don't know what
it's
Ghost
bad
Stories
to
is.
the point where it's good.
Oh,
And good being like comedic wise,
one of
like
those.
it's really fun to laugh at. Like they literally have no script. They just told the actors do whatever you want. And it's amazing.
I think you've shown me a clip of that.
I showed you a clip.
You
of that.
have.
It's the one where I can't say.
I don't, we
because
won't say it here, but we'll throw it in probably in the description. That way people can
Yeah.
check it out.
And I'll
Yeah,
show,
it's because of that.
yeah. I'll show them after
what did he
this.
say? I didn't quite hear him.
No, don't. We can't repeat that on here. We'll get canceled.
We'll show you
Oh,
afterwards.
I heard him. I heard him. I heard
I'll
him.
show you.
I
How
heard
to,
We'll show you afterwards.
it's amazing.
In context is crazy and it's hilarious.
I got
but-
it. I got it, Jesus.
But the thing is, that's the official dub too. So you can imagine the type of you're gonna get into. It's
Yeah, I need to see
amazing.
this.
I
need
like
to see
that
this afterwards.
dub of Dragon Ball Z Super where Goku goes to the future
Oh,
and
that's
everybody
the
has
English
the
dub.
yeah,
That's the
everyone has the
English
guns
dub,
at him
yeah, yeah.
and they're like, "Don't shoot, he's not black."
This man is not black. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
But it's Goku Black.
They meant Black Goku or Goku Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. I remember that was the thing. It showed up on my timelines and stuff. And I was just like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oh, I know this scene because I watched it in Japanese."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh," because I know what he said in Japanese. I was like, "I remember he said something like that." And then like as soon as they said, it, I was like, "Oh, that sounds different
Don't
in
shoot,
your
he's
native
not
language."
black.
Wait, I never understood that plot or that arc. What was that about? Like, where did this random Goku lookalike come from?
I'll let you
So,
handle that.
okay.
Go for it. So I'll let you.
Should we explain it in the video or should we wait till afterwards?
Just a minute. Just
Like a-
break it down and like
Okay,
break down what's going on.
So basically, there's this one dude who's like it's the equivalent of like these, not angels per se, but like a step under them.
Okay,
They're
so
like
pseudo angel.
They're like an advisor
It's
to
like a
like a
demigod or
god or
something,
something
yeah.
like that.
He was a god. He was a
God in training.
Yeah, he was
That's
a
what
god. He was a god in training.
So he, what was it? He saw like humans as inferior or something like that.
You should explain.
Yeah,
it.
you
I
should
think
explain it.
a good way to sum up that Goku Black arc would be Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Okay.
Just basically what happened was it was a lot of racism,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually I thought was a pretty heavy
Speciesism, yeah.
heavy topic to speciesism, but also
Ah.
racism. It's the same thing.
Ah.
And so it was basically racism came down to that guy was a god. He thought that humans didn't deserve to exist because they couldn't change or something convoluted.
Yeah,
I don't remember exactly.
He was watching other civilizations and how every single time a civilization came up, the only thing they wanted to do was fight and kill each other.
Right, that's right.
And so he was like, "These people will never change. We should just wipe them all out."
So his solution to people trying to fight and kill each other was
just to
fighting
wipe
and
out.
killing people.
Oh,
Wipe
okay.
out all life.
Yeah.
basically.
It's so funny.
You know, man, that's a fair point.
That's basically the.
And then so later on in the arc, he's like, "Okay, I figured out a way that I can like improve because this body can only take me so much." Then he sees Goku, how he's always improving with every battle.
Yeah.
Because it's in their Saiyan genes.
Mhm.
So he's like, "Okay, I switch bodies with Goku." So that's basically why
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
get it, I
he
get
takes
it.
over Goku's body, and then
kills
he
Goku's family.
Yeah,
And then kills Goku.
Yeah, because he's a god. He has the god key or
He
god.
has the God Key or God. It's like a
Since
different
that
type
mixes
of energy.
with his body, he became a next level Super Saiyan. Super
okay.
Saiyan Black and then
It
Super
was
Saiyan
Rose.
Rose.
It was
Super,
Rose.
he became Super Saiyan Rose,
Yeah.
which was freaking ridiculously strong. But it was cool though because the god himself, when it was just him in his own body, Goku beat him in base form in a fight.
Oh, yeah,
and
he
he was
was
just
a-
he's literally a god who still got training.
I
Yeah.
don't remember.
I mean,
I
isn't it-
think in the anime he was Super Saiyan. I know that the anime and the manga
By
different
that-
a little bit.
By that time, didn't he have the Super Saiyan God powers? Because he's
Yeah, he
already
did.
talking to Beerus and stuff. Like
Yeah, no,
right.
he was already able to go blue, Super Saiyan blue at that point.
No, not a,
No.
a black.
No, Black wasn't, but
In
Goku
the-
was
in the
able to go
Black arc.
blue.
Goku was able.
Goku was able to go
Super Saiyan
blue when
Yeah.
Goku Black was there.
Yeah.
Really?
Vegeta kicked his in Super Saiyan blue.
The first time they fought. Oh, the first time they fought.
No, the first time they fought, Vegeta got his ass kicked.
Yeah,
The
and then
second
Vegeta
time,
came back.
He beat the crap out of him.
that was a good fight.
He
That was
actually
a good-
complimented Goku for once,
Yeah,
dude.
he did actually.
Yeah,
That's right. That's
it was
right.
amazing. It's like you may be in his body, but you're nothing like him, and like he starts
Just
talking
YouTube
trash
it, bro. I'm
to
sure.
him.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Super in like 4 years, 3 years,
Yeah.
something like that.
I like that arc because it brought back Future Trunks,
Yeah.
but the way it ended was kind of weird. Also,
Which, like the Tournament of Power, the arc.
no, the Goku Black arc.
Oh yeah, that was a stupid
There was
ending.
a lot of
Well,
weird
how did it
crossovers.
end?
Basically, there's this other god named Zeno-sama who he's like Thanos with the glove. Like
Oh, I remember him.
yeah, he could snap and anything's gone. Goku literally calls Zeno-sama to come destroy this guy because he becomes a planet.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's immortal. Zamasu was immortal, and then they killed him, or they split him in half. But since he's immortal, his like essence came out or
Yeah.
something, and then
His
he like
essence
bonded
kinda
with the
took over
universe or
everything.
something like that. So they called Zeno, and Zeno just like snapped his
Yeah, that
hands.
was weird. I didn't like
And
that
it, and
ending.
it erased that.
So he
timeline.
basically went like, "Hey God, I need a favor." Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then God just Thanos him out of
Because
Yeah.
they went back in time and they killed Zamasu. Beerus went back in time and snapped him away.
But he was in that. But he was a different timeline or something.
But he read that happening, so he preemptively struck before Beerus struck, so he could never have been affected by Beerus striking back in time.
It's all
So
about
the
the time
timeline always
stuff.
stayed.
I'm sure somebody on YouTube.
It was
can explain
really-
it better than we can,
it was
but
really weird.
It was
Okay.
weird. It was a lot of
That
weird
arc
mixing
was
and stuff.
actually, you know, another thing, that arc sucked.
It was good. I liked
I like
the concept.
I like Future
I like
Trunks.
the Super Saiyan Rage mode that Trunks had. That one I like.
That one was interesting. That one was
That was
interesting to
pretty
me because it looked like he was gonna go like the god essence or something, but then he didn't, and he was just actually that angry.
It's like a
Looked
more
like
upped
Broly.
version. It's like a more upped version of Super Saiyan 2.
It looked
Like
like
the light. With
yeah,
lightning and
yeah.
You
everything.
mean when he
the-
got all the muscles and stuff, or
yeah, it was like Broly-esque.
It was like a mix between Broly's legendary Super Saiyan form and Super Saiyan 2.
I think that was the point
I
of it.
remember that.
I think that was the point of it to look that
Yeah,
way.
Like
that-
his eyes were all white. He had like the Super Saiyan gold hair, but with the blue lightning of
Yeah,
Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah, and he had like some god essence or something thrown in, but it looked like it, but
With
it
his
wasn't.
sword.
I don't remember, dude. It was, I don't know. There was a lot of things in that arc that didn't
It was
really make
really
sense.
crazy.
But
So basically, his plan was the plan of Owlman from Justice League: Crisis Between Two Earths. Have you guys ever seen the movie?
I haven't seen that one.
It's a movie where like that they play with parallel universes.
who's Owlman? But
He's the parallel to Batman.
okay,
So
That's
that makes
hilarious.
sense.
so in this universe, the Justice League are evil, and
Okay.
and the Syndicate or whatever. I don't know if it's Syndicate or whatever.
the League
Well,
of Super Evil.
Yeah, super. It's
The
the
League of Super
basically
Evil.
the bad guys in their universe are the Justice League.
Okay.
So you have Lex Luthor
Flipped.
gets all of his crew taken out by this Justice League, and he goes to the other universes. He's like, "Hey, help me!" and they do that. They go to the other universes. They start kicking butt and doing all these things. And so this bad Justice League, they're like, "Okay, we're gonna take over the world by having a super bomb that can destroy the entire Earth, and we're gonna threaten the world leaders with it. That if they don't submit to us, the world dies." And so they have this whole climactic battle, and Owlman's like, "No, I got my own agenda. I'm just gonna destroy Earth Prime, which is the original Earth, in the original timeline. If you destroy that one,
Everything else.
all the other timelines just die." And so it's a really really cool final battle where Batman and Owlman are facing off against each other.
Does he dress like an owl?
Yes.
But yeah, he is.
Okay,
He's got.
Dude, I
It's-
gotta
it's a
watch
different
that.
I need to
It's
see-
really
I need to
good.
see
Was
an
it
Owlman.
Owlman in the movie The Watchmen? Like Watchmen or something like that?
I haven't
Like
seen
the,
Watchmen.
Did they call
with
the evil Justice
that,
League?
Dude with the white mask, the Rorschach, in that movie with
I
him?
don't know, dude.
I think Owlman was in that one too.
I haven't watched Watchmen.
I just really
I
hope that
know,
they
it's
called
a-
the evil Justice League the Injustice League. That'd be
Bro.
really cool if they called it that.
Oh, that reminds me, I'm downloading Injustice 2 on my Game Pass on Xbox.
I don't know if they do, but you
Never
should.
played that game.
You
I never
should.
played it.
We need to check that movie out. It's really good. But that's basically Owlman's plan. Like it's this big duel where they're just fighting, and I won't try to spoil it so you guys can check it out. But Batman does his thing, and you know Owlman doesn't get his way.
Ugh.
But that was his plan. Where
Poor
like,
Owlman.
okay, I'm gonna teleport to Earth Prime, destroy Earth Prime, and all the Earths just boom.
And
That's
we're
it.
all just wipe
Yeah.
everybody.
It was cool because like as soon as they hear that plan, the other Justice League's like, wait, hold up, what? It's like, stop that man.
Nani.
Honestly.
None to do.
Oh no! I will say, even though my favorite DC animated DC movie is Batman Under the Red Hood, just because I like my favorite DC character is Red Hood. But a movie that we should check out because I haven't seen it either is the one where it's like the Justice League movie, but it's with Darkseid and literally like this isn't really
War?
huh?
Justice League War?
No, it's like it has what's his name? Constantine, I think his name is. It has him in there.
Keanu Reeves.
No, it's an animated.
It's the
Oh,
animated
never mind.
class.
I thought of the movie.
It has
my
like
bad.
almost every single DC hero in there, and
Justice League Black. No, Dark Justice.
Dark Justice League.
It's where this is not a spoiler, but in the because this happens in like the very beginning of the movie, where everybody dies a most horrific death possible with blood and gore.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen it.
Like Darkseid's minion, like monster things, just kill everybody. One person just gets ripped in half, and Dick
Sounds great.
Grayson saving Damian Wayne gets himself killed too.
Oh snap!
Sounds great.
I mean,
And
that
they
was
have to
really
do
cool.
some timey stuff. That's all I know. Like some
Back to
timeline
the
shit to stop
past.
I
Darkseid.
know, right? There, one of my
It even
favorites
has Raven in it too.
is
Teen
where
Titans.
nice where they did also it's a multiverse thing, but they only focus on one universe. Where in this universe, Superman is the son of Zod instead of Jor-El, so he's much more darker. He takes more drastic decisions. Batman is an actual vampire,
I would love to see that.
and Wonder Woman is much more bloodthirsty than her original
I
counterpart
don't
is.
know if I'd like to see that one.
Hey, I think you would like it.
You know what? I just not a couple weeks ago. I saw Wonder Woman '84, and that was really good.
It was really good, right?
I liked it.
I liked
man.
it too.
Okay, I had not
You
seen
hear
the
that?
first one.
We liked it.
I had
You know
not-
who I'm talking to.
I had not seen the first one. I'm sorry. I was just making funny.
I'm sorry.
I had not seen the first one, and
Yeah.
so I watched the first one, and I was like, "Oh, that was okay."
Yeah.
And then the second one just blew me away. I was like, "Dude, that was great." I just liked it. It just worked.
I
really
love the
well.
Mandalorian in it.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my God. Pablo? No, not Pedro. I forgot his.
Pedro Pascal.
Dang it, I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal did amazing in Wonder Woman. He did so good. I cried twice.
I didn't realize it was him till like he's having a scene with his son in the movie. I was like, it's him.
I remember watching it and I saw on the beginning credits Pedro Pascal. I was like, no freaking way.
Dude, his scenes made me cry. Like his scenes alone made me
I
cry.
don't know
I
who
found the
Pedro
movie.
Pascal.
He's
is.
the
a-
Mandalorian.
He was the guy who
guy that plays the
who did the
Mandalorian?
Wish. Remember the Wish thing in Wonder
He's the
Woman
villain.
84?
He's the villain of the movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he plays the Mandalorian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the same actor.
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
same
God,
actor.
I would have never known, bro. If you hadn't told
Yeah.
me. He never takes his helmet off.
He does.
He does twice.
He does twice.
You know what? I haven't finished it. So
Dude, you need to finish it.
You
the
need to
last
catch up.
episode,
It's
the last
crazy.
episode I saw, he took it off, but you didn't get to see his face. So
You get to see his face in the last episode of the first season and the last episode of the second season.
interesting.
As
I need to
much,
finish it.
yeah. As much as like Disney owns everything, I'm giving them all my money right now because of all the stuff they're pumping out right now, like with WandaVision,
Disney's killing it.
I have not
what's-
seen WandaVision, but I've heard
Dude,
great things
WandaVision.
about
I mean, you can literally wait like 2 more weeks. It's gonna end.
Really?
You can
And
just
then
binge
just
it
binge
all.
it?
You can just
New
binge it all.
episode tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I know. It's
New
gonna be
episode
great.
tomorrow morning.
Comes out 7 a.m. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too.
all I saw was like not the most recent one now, but the most recent one at the time with these guys, and I knew enough about the series. To,
Really?
like,
Oh, we'll watch it together at some point. Like that way you can get the idea. It's so sticking good. And then
It's
is it a
really
few
good.
weeks after, or is it the week right after that we get Winter Soldier?
It's a month later.
It's a month later.
Oh,
Okay.
the Falcon.
Falcon Winter Soldier
Falcon
comes
Winter
out
Soldier.
another month later, and then a month after that, Loki comes out.
Dude, the commercial makes it look like it's movie quality action scenes from like the movies, and it
Oh,
looks
yeah.
great. I can't wait
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
it's gonna be amazing. These shows have movie production, which is so good.
I mean, they have the budget for it. So
They do.
I found a movie, the Justice League movie that I was telling you guys
Which
about.
one was it?
It's called Apocalypse War.
Apocalypse of War.
Apocalypse War.
Apocalypse War.
Yeah, it's Justice League.
Hear that, Jesus? You were wrong.
It's Dark Apocalypse War.
Oh, okay.
Dark. Sounds like 3 movies into one.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I'm not really big into DC or comics.
I
in
love,
general,
I love
but-
their anime.
Yeah,
stuff.
their animated stuff
DC
is
live
great.
action movies suck, but DC animated movies are good.
Okay, yeah, I've seen a couple of those, and like the ones I have seen were pretty good. So
I haven't seen the
I
one
like-
that people think are good. Like I haven't seen Shazam. I haven't seen Aquaman.
I
Shazam
did
and
see Shazam.
Aquaman were both pretty good.
I need
liked
to check out
Shazam.
those.
I haven't
I
seen
really
those
liked
two.
Shazam. I haven't seen Aquaman, but I liked Shazam. It was really good.
Aquaman was pretty good too.
If you were to like rank the good ones at DC, where would you put like your top 3?
Oh god. Well, here's the thing. I like the ones people don't like.
Oh, okay.
I love Batman vs Superman.
Okay.
Like I would put Batman vs Superman at #1.
Okay.
And everybody already hates me for saying
I feel like
that.
that's a very controversial statement.
It is, but I
Okay,
don't
but
care.
I like
liked
some
it.
cool moments when I was
I
watching it in the
actually kinda-
theaters. It was really cool.
Yeah.
I actually kind of liked it. It's just that I don't like what the fandom did with the movie, where it's like he could have easily killed Superman in that one instance if Superman didn't say that name.
Yeah.
But everybody still like, no, Superman would have killed him. It's like, no, just look.
I will say they did take their characters and push them somewhere completely different. But I mean, Batman, they gave him a new direction, which they do that with DC movies all the time. Like,
They do.
They always give them new personalities in every
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, I heard something. I was watching a movie. Gosh, I was on YouTube and I was watching some stuff for the new Godzilla vs Kong stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they were
I
making,
can't wait for that one.
I'm excited for that one too. But they were making a comparison between Godzilla vs Kong and Godzilla.
Mhm.
Batman vs Superman.
Batman vs Superman. Thank you.
Yeah.
They were making a comparison, and like one of the things that they said was that was the first time that was the first time that was that Batman. I think it was Christian Bale up to that point,
Mhm.
and then it was Ben Affleck in
Mhm.
that movie. So it was almost like they did a different universe or something like
Yeah.
that, or it was the start of a new universe.
It was a
something
different
like that.
universe.
So I remember like they made that comparison with that, but that was also like one of the critiques that they said about that.
Yeah.
The Batman versus Superman.
I definitely think are we talking in terms of DCEU, or are we just saying any new DC movies that have come
I mean, whatever pops into your mind.
because definitely Joker was amazing. I love
Oh,
Joker.
I like
I have
That
not
was-
seen it to the day.
I don't think that's a
I
part
thought
of the
it was great.
DCEU.
I don't think it's not. I've not seen Joker.
Oh, that was good.
Joker's real. You
The
should
most
watch it.
recent one, right? The one with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, I like
amazing.
that one.
Dude,
I
that
like
one
that.
messes with your head. I
That one was a
love
trip. That one was a trip, but it was
Yeah.
good.
It was
I
good.
liked it.
I don't think it was like mind blowing, but it was definitely good.
It wasn't what I
Um,
was expected. I
didn't see that coming either.
Yeah.
There was a lot, and I don't know what I would put for number 3, but because Shazam was good, Aquaman was good, but I don't think they're like tier 3 worthy. You know.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Suicide Squad was a joke. I didn't like Suicide Squad at all.
I like the concept of Suicide Squad, but I think the execution was lacking.
Yeah,
So-
it was
Freaking
good.
Slipknot was in there for like a few minutes and then just dies.
Dude, that was hilarious. That was pretty funny.
Screw this, I'm out.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that. Well, I don't even know what we were talking about, so I'm just not gonna keep
Top-
talking.
No, like your top 3 DCs is
Top
like.
three
How
DCs.
Yeah.
about you? For the live action, have you seen enough?
The DC movies, no. I'm not a Marvel horror. I like Marvel. I like
Mhm.
DC, but I'm not like super duper knowledgeable on that
Mm.
stuff. I've been surprised by some people who actually are knowledgeable on that kind of stuff, and I was like, "Wow, you're a bigger nerd than I am." Nobody here, but
I know one person.
yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about.
You
But
know.
anyway, yeah, like I was surprised.
You
But
and
I'm
the
not.
camera, you-
Oh,
Like
okay.
I enjoy those movies. I enjoy the
Yeah.
material. Like I
Yeah.
enjoy that stuff really well. But I like if there's like a reference to something, it probably goes over my head because
Yeah.
it's just not my.
I mean,
it's not my arena.
I remember when we were hanging out with your family. Yeah, they were they were saying how like some kids are just crazy about watching all 20 some movies before Endgame.
yeah.
It started.
Oh, snap! Yeah.
There's
It's
like
like
an actual like
the timeline.
list in order to watch.
I mean that makes sense because it's like the
like
end of
this
the
happened
phase
before
or whatever.
this.
Yeah.
Like they literally put the timeline all into like a list. So you can
I
watch
mean, I consider myself a big fan of Marvel, but I skipped 2 of them. I skipped Ant-Man and Wasp, and I skipped what's
Captain
her?
Marvel.
Yeah, I skipped Captain Marvel. So
I
it's
still
like
haven't seen
there's
Captain
nothing
Marvel
wrong
either
with
yet.
I
that.
haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp, or any of the Spider-Man.
Ant-Man and the
movies.
Wasp and Captain Marvel were both bad movies, so it makes sense.
I remember
I haven't seen
liking
any of the
Ant-Man and the
Spider-Man
Wasp.
movies.
I remember
It was
liking
funny.
I
It
remember
was
liking
definitely
it.
funny, but it was a bad movie.
I don't remember too much from it. I just remember liking it though.
I think I've only seen the Avengers movies, the Iron Man ones, and Civil War.
You can get by with Captain America's, Iron Man's, and
Yeah, you can still understand what's
and
going
the
on.
Avengers
and
ones.
Thor's ones too. Those are
Yeah,
the
cool.
ones that-
Oh, yeah,
That's
that's
the,
the
the,
one,
the
yeah, for sure.
pillars.
Those are
They
the
were,
big three.
they were the pillars of the universe. That's what they started off with. Well, they started off with Hulk, but they changed them out later.
that awful
Are we talking
CGI.
about the 2008 one with Edward Norton?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they changed them after that.
And then they did it again.
I just
Yeah.
remember.
Still
tried
can,
again.
it's canon though. Still,
I mean, it
Yeah.
is because that
Edward Norton is technically the first MCU movie
Yeah.
in those movies.
In the current.
yeah.
they came out a few. That one and Iron Man came out a few months apart.
There's a dude.
Oh,
Tony
that's right. Iron Man was like 2008 or
Yeah,
something.
Tony
Yeah.
Stark
That's
is
right.
in the end credits of the 2008 Hulk.
Wow, I gotta go back and watch.
Yeah,
it. I
Robert
don't
Downey
remember that.
Jr. is in the end credits for that
I
Hulk.
don't remember that.
For Edward Norton's.
Don't do
It's really
that.
weird. Yeah. So it's technically the first MCU movie.
That's
what's
that
but-
was the one that kicked it off.
But nobody wants
But nobody wants to talk
admit
about
that.
that.
Everyone looks at Iron Man. They're just like, we don't remember that other Hulk.
Yeah.
Who's Edward Norton? What?
In that movie, didn't like the government agent dude talk to Hulk in that movie too?
What's his name? General Ross.
Yeah.
He's canon in the whole MCU, and he was also in Hulk, and he keeps the same character.
Yeah.
Huh.
So General Ross is the same person.
I just want to see him in Black Widow. They haven't given it to us.
I want to see Black Widow really
Oh,
badly.
that's right. That's
Dude,
not
I'm
out
so
yet.
hyped for Black Widow. I love ScarJo as Natasha.
Natasha.
Natasha. Dude, she does such a good
I want to
job.
see who the heck is Taskmaster. It looks.
No, never mind. I'm not gonna
What?
say that on here. No, I
Why?
gotta say it after. No, I'm not gonna say it.
We're
I have
gonna
to
wait
say it
till
after.
afterwards.
I have to say it afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
We're gonna have to close it out so you can say it, but not until after we actually like make a good closing thing.
Well, that's okay. We'll close it out now.
I will
It's my show.
Oh.
All right.
I thought it was the. I thought it was the. I thought it was the CodeO-cast.
Then.
I think that's something else we need to talk about after.
You can have your zero cast then.
Oh yeah, it is a 0.
Freaking loser.
What, Mr. Flamingo? What do you want from me?
I got it.
Anyways,
Thank you so much for thanking us.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. This is a great episode of the CodeO-cast. Thank you so much, Dave, for coming on. This has been great. This has been fun having you.
Thank you for having me, man.
Hope you enjoyed this thing, whatever this is, because you won't see it anymore. He's going blue, apparently.
I thought you said silver.
Well, silver with blue on top.
Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like an icy type of thing.
Yeah, you'll see more of us in episodes
I
coming
love
out
that
soon.
Gatorade flavor.
What was it? I should talk about it.
Glacier freeze.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like Sprite with blue Powerade.
Oh, you just called
Ocean
it
water.
Ocean water. Yeah, there we go. It's really good. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Check out all the other videos that we have on the channel. We'll have the channel links just thrown up on here, and we'll have other videos for you to check out.
Shameless plug. Me and Freddie filmed a cooking video. We're currently editing it. It is going to come out in the next few days. We're super pumped about it. We've worked really hard on it. We spent 3 hours filming it, and we spent the last 3 hours today editing it, all for a 5-minute video. So
College boys cook.
call it. Maybe we'll call it that. We don't
That's
know.
my
what we're calling it.
suggestion. That's my
Great
suggestion.
suggestion. Maybe. But please check it out. We'll put it up. Send the links. I'll advertise it everywhere. So just be on the lookout for that. And I really hope you guys enjoy it.
Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the next episode of the CodeO-cast.
Bye.
Thank you.